Once again, a huge thank you to all of our financial supporters. Firstly, our supporters over at patreon.com/878survivor.fm, all of our production managers. We cannot thank you all enough for your continued ongoing support. All of your names are there on the screen right now. A big shout out to our producer, Red Freedom. Mate, 18 months, you're an absolute mad lad. Cannot thank you enough. Also, we have to give a big shout out to all of our growing YouTube members, all of our new tier, the Emote Bandits, our existing tier, the 87.8 Survivors, and a special shout out to our podcast bosses, whose names are again all on the screen right there. I cannot thank you all enough. Please keep up the support. It helps our show go on each and every week, and we get to do great giveaways, and our end of year Christmas episode is going to be an absolute cracker this year, folks. All the best, and we hope you enjoy this week's show.
And we're live. Episode 128. If only everything that I changed actually saved. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I am joined today by my good friends Cobra, Lemons. How are you guys doing tonight?
Yo, how you doing? All good, thank you. How are you, Lemons?
Yep, not too bad. Thank you very much.
Good stuff, good stuff. You guys had a busy week?
Go for it, mate.
No, not too much. Just been working on a few things here and there, and trying to keep busy where I can. But what about you?
Yes, mate. I've had a really busy bloody week. I've had a nightmare week. When it comes to DayZ, a nightmare week. I'll briefly touch on it. Started a new episode. Started filming a new episode, and we had a bit of an issue with the server. So we filmed the first episode.
Right.
Unfortunately, the issue with the server I was using means that I can't finish the second episode. So, yeah, I've had to restart, go back to the books, and I've been filming non-stop for the last 13, 14 hours on a new server. So, other than that, yeah, it's been all right.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, thanks.
It's been busy for me. Yeah, it's been busy both in DayZ wise and offline wise. Work's been a killer, but it is what it is. Work is work. DayZ, it's been pretty interesting actually. I've got some stuff to talk about. Well, the show. Of course, we're going to talk about DayZ, but yeah. So what's the crack with the server? Did the server go down, or was it just a naughty server? What happened?
Well, you've got some large groups on a completely full pop server, and what they've tried to do is, because the base is everywhere, they've started to break rules a little bit. So they've taken over bases, one of which was mine. So I couldn't even bloody film being raided in the end. So there's little point now, because it ended on a point where there was a bit of a cliffhanger, and I was about to get into it with this group.
Right.
Unfortunately, though, when I log back in, the whole base has been taken over, so I can't even really. There's no way I can resolve that. So, there we go.
Oh my god! You should have adapted. You should. Oh, but yeah, no, fuck, that sucks. That really sucks.
It's shit. But there you go. I've had to start on the new server. So anyway,
it is what it is. Yeah. Oh wait.
But it is official servers I've just started on again. So we're going back to our roots, and my audience will be very pleased to hear that.
That's good. That is good. It's always good to go back to your roots a little bit. You know, it's kind of like it was your first stepping stone, and sometimes people want content creators to go back to that. So
well, the polls what I put out shown overwhelmingly. Go back to official. You're the official guy. Go back to it.
You're the official guy. Yeah. I mean, there's a market for everything, and he certainly got that there. Yeah. So, but yes, that's good. Lemons, I know I've asked already how you're doing, but what have you been busy with? What's been going on? Come on.
You know how it's been, man.
Yeah,
No, but no, just been doing a lot of stuff with the new CFG event groups, and that's been a lot of fun. Don't want to spoil much of it, because a lot of it I will be actually like releasing in the next week.
Yeah,
but
that's fair enough.
I do have a lot of stuff I've been testing and like trying to just modify and manipulate with it, because there's a lot of things you can do, and a lot of things that once I get some documentation out there, I think a lot of people will be able to thrive using it. So stay
that's
tuned,
good.
folks.
Hell yes, I think I'll have to be looking into some of that kind of stuff because I've been busy with good old Soy Crowd in chat. Also want to say hello everybody in chat. Thanks very much for coming in. I really do appreciate it. A lot of very familiar names coming in. Streamlab's been absolutely hectic. But yeah, been working with Soy Crowd, and in the near to distant future, I'll be launching my own server. So, oh good lord.
This sounds interesting, lad. We had a brief chat yesterday about this, didn't we? So
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything other than I'm looking forward to this. But I've also been trying to get onto Zagoria. Obviously, Lemons' baby.
Yeah.
So I need to hit both of these, to be fair. So
Well,
hurry up.
How? No. I'm gonna take my time with my server. Lemons, you hurry up though.
Yeah.
And,
I remember I was texting Cobra last night, and I was like, oh, because he's like, oh, I want to hop on Zagora, and I was like, how soon? He's like, today, and I was like,
I didn't hear anything back at all.
yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah,
That was starts running about, yeah. Frantically.
Oh bless.
Yeah.
No, I still can't wait for Segura to come out like on PC. It's gonna be nice. You're gonna have to find a better provider.
Oh yeah, funny little
yes.
funny guy.
Ha ha ha! XD. No, but seriously. But
Yeah.
yes, episode 128 of DayZ Podcast. Obviously, the main thing that has happened this week was the stream that the devs did that I missed again because they always seem to know when I'm at work and they are too inconsiderate to, wait until I get home. I want to chat with them and ask where my Red 9 is. Well, no, never happens. But they did talk about a lot of stuff with the stream now. I only managed to watch half the VOD. Haven't had that much time, but Cobra, you managed to watch the full thing, didn't you?
Yes, I've made some notes about what won't be happening. So it's mainly about what won't be happening at the moment, but obviously the normal fixes and bugs. So I can go into a bit more detail.
Absolutely.
Whenever you're ready.
Well, that's it. I mean, at first I was kind of like, obviously the stream, the title, kind of like, eye-catching, 120 delayed for the right reason. And they talked about 120 quite a bit. Talked about, what the update will entail. Obviously, we're supposed to get 5 updates this year. That's clearly not happening now, which is a shame. But they did talk about how they would rather wait and post and upload 120 after the new year because they don't want a broken patch through Christmas. Which, honestly, I respect a lot.
Yeah.
And I saw quite a few people actually pissed off with that. They're quite pissed off with the fact that we're not getting 120 this year. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I mean, I think I'm speaking for both myself and Cobra on this one, but I think that could have been their best choice they would have made, because one of the biggest things we've always talked about on the podcast is, keeping it in the up and longer when it comes to updates, or just making sure they're baked all the way through and everything's been accounted for and all your T's are crossed and all that kind of stuff, and just not releasing like unfinished content and then like making patches furthermore to kind of just fix that throughout the year, because it has been something that's happened with some of the past major updates where they'll release and there might be a few things maybe broken or unadded, and especially 119 was one of the more prevalent ones for that. Of course, like the Humvee having like the engine bay, that still need to be worked on and stuff like that. But I think, at a game development standpoint, there are goals that need to be met and there are timelines that they have to like adhere to, but also making sure to balance that like quantity versus quality as well. So
yeah, agreed.
Well, that's
yeah, I
it.
don't know. Do you have anything else to add to that, Cobra?
Well, I mean, no, I completely agree, mate. I'd rather see pleasing a whole community is always going to be impossible, but
Absolutely.
I'd rather have the best version of an update and wait a bit longer than have loads of shite and issues that make me then go, do you know what? I'm going to leave it until the next update. So, especially with a massive influx of all of the new DayZ players over the last like 6 to 8 months, you know. So I think if they, the newer type players, which are happening every day, joining every day, if they come on and see a really broken game, then they're probably going to leave, aren't they? Let's be fair about it.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's happened before and it'll happen again. You know, I should rather say, if an update comes out and it is broken to shit. So it is good that they are keeping it in the oven. It is good that they're wanting to get Christmas done and dusted, you know. And they talked about the Christmas update coming out in the next couple of weeks. I think it was about mid-December. I think they said. Which is good. I'll take that for our 5th update for the year. Because that will introduce a couple of things. Mr. Frankie, thank you very much for the $4.99 US. Honestly, I think they can't get every bug and glitch fixed because of the older engine. 2023 DayZ 2 with a brand new engine is the way to go, IMO. No. No.
I'm not going to say anything to that, Frankie.
Oh, but I am. No, but I would rather wait for yeah. I would rather wait personally for Infusion to be a lot more fleshed out, for Armor 4 to come out before they do anything. But yes. But Mr. Frankie, again, thank you very much for the $4.99. Much appreciated. But yeah, 120. Obviously now we're going to have a little bit more time for it to be in the oven. They have already confirmed it'll be a stability update, kind of similar to what they done last year. But they did say, which I was quite surprised with, the roadmap. They're not going to be posting it until February, March time. I don't know if I like that. Personally. But
yeah, because it is supposed to be a yearly roadmap, not a half-year roadmap, you know, or
I just don't know. I just because I know this year's was delayed. It was supposed to be posted in January. It didn't come out. It came out in February. But I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't inspire confidence. But I'm just wondering what could be the possible delay for a roadmap. Maybe they don't know what they want to do, or maybe they have a lot to do.
Or it could be that they're just trying to like really solidify things, you know, and plan them further.
Yeah.
Because they may have the ideas that are like the base foundation for their ideas, but they might want to, you know, have further meetings to kind of discuss and organize things and make sure that everything is set in stone, you know, maybe lore wise or just within gameplay mechanics or anything like that, you know. So
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. I mean, you can only imagine like the internal conversations they're probably having each and every day trying to get everything worked out, you know, like to Red 9 or to not Red 9 or, you know, like.
Bruh, we will get that gun. We will.
That's what I'm saying. They're having arguments every day about it, you know. That's all. That's the first meeting topic.
That's fair. I mean, I still want it. You know what?
We can hold hope, you know. Boy can dream.
If they send me a big box that says "Here's your Red 9," it's literally just a PNG postcard of a Red 9, I'll cry, and I will put it up on my wall. So Scotty, you know, if you're watching, please don't actually do that. I will cry. They're going to be fixing bugs until February anyway. Rightfully so. They've just come out with a new experimental build, which has got a couple of interesting things, which we will talk about in a moment. Mr. Frankie, I think roadmap is a bad choice. Letting us know about all the stuff they are going to drop and not delivering on it is bad. I can understand that viewpoint, actually. Yeah. Personally, it makes me excited when a roadmap is dropped because I know what kind of stuff they want to do. But at the same time, you know, Pettyweddy, thank you very much for the €5. Much appreciated. Thank you. You know, but as we all know, grenade launchers are civilian weapons. So. They even laughed about that in the stream. It was ridiculous. But yeah, I thought it was a good stream. What did you think of it, Cobra?
Well, I'm glad they came out and cleared up a couple of the things that a lot of the community have been asking about. For instance, there's nothing new here, but let's just quickly go over some of the notes I took from that. No bikes. That's not coming anytime soon. That's agreed.
Yeah.
The bus ain't coming back. That ain't happening. Base building is not going to be a focal point anywhere near the 120 stage.
Yeah.
But after that, they did allude to, after that, possibly the following update, take a little look and wait and see what happens. So I assume that they may be, at some point in the future next year, later on, going to be hopefully dealing with some of the additional base building issues. There was a really interesting thing that did come up in that, and this is about the bunker in Livonia.
Right.
What they were talking about, and I got this from Marx's recap on the dev stream. Mm-hmm. A lot of the community was saying everyone is just base building and blocking off this bunker, and you know their kind of viewpoint, which I completely agree with. By the way, was well, we're not going to do anything about it. We're not going to issue rules or anything like that because it just ain't going to work.
Yeah.
But having said that, I think the community at large have a little bit maybe of a responsibility here together to go, right, okay, well, if nothing's going to happen about it, what can we do about it? So, I mean, for me personally, I will quite happily do a video running down there and blowing the shit out of a base that's there. I would have no problem doing that. So I think that's the answer. That's the answer, isn't it? Let's go down, plastic explosive up, and let's go and take them out. You know, that's quite simple. I mean, imagine this. We could have someone in the community, or even us. I tell you what, there's something that we can talk about in a bit.
Oh, absolutely.
For your bit on the live stream potential at some point, lad. How about this? We all hit a server once a week or once every 2 weeks, and if it's Livonia, we make an effort to go down to the bunker with some bloody plastic explosives and anything there we just blow up. There you go. Official servers, job done. Sorted. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, I do think what they come out with is very sensible, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see half of that happening anyway. Not now, not anytime soon anyway. So, but I did want to. I've left a little bit. I suppose, wanting a bit more. I was hoping for some little additional clues to be right in 2023. We may be looking at this or that. You know, I didn't get a lot of that, to be fair. So
no, there certainly wasn't a lot of that. They were very tightly lipped, which honestly I think is a good idea.
Yes.
But
I think there needs to be just a little bit. You need to give a little bit, don't you?
A nice little hint. Just something. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if they do enhance base building, fantastic. A lot of people's been crying out for that.
Yeah, it does need it. But they were focusing more on the vehicles, though, aren't they? On the vehicles we've currently got. And they're focusing more on stability issues for those, aren't they? So that can only be a good thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, it will be. I mean, let's face it. I mean, the new vehicle physics, they're fantastic. Obviously not without their issues. And yeah, I mean, I know there's been a couple of times when I've tried to use a Humvee or a car, and you're in first gear or whatever, and you're hammering down the accelerator, you don't budge. Especially with the Humvee. It's pretty bad on the Humvee.
Yeah.
I've noticed specifically after you get into like an accident or something, or you get into a wreck. Even remember the one time when I was showing off when we were doing the drive-through with it on the what is it on our episode in experimental.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I'd hit something and just you could not move it, and you actually had to get out of the vehicle and get back in for it to work, which was really interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying.
Yeah. See, I had this every time without even hitting anything there, Lemons. Every time you stop to a halt, you have to restart the engine. You have to get out, get in, restart the engine. So it wasn't just if you hit something or anything like that. The second you stop that vehicle, you are having to restart it.
Yeah.
Getting out, getting in. So, yeah, that is a little bit of a nightmare.
It's a piss take.
Yeah. Can you imagine? You've spent hours and hours. You've probably raided a base or you found one of these Humvees. And then that there is the reason you get killed. Can you imagine that?
Oh, mate, I would be foaming. I would be foaming.
And it would probably be to a freshie somewhere up in Brenner or somewhere where you've stupidly gone to fill up.
Yeah. Like,
And you've spent 2 days finding it. Yeah, that's what it'd be, wouldn't it?
Oh my god. Yeah, it would actually end up being like that. Oh, damn. Honestly.
I'm sure that's happened. In fact,
You know
anyone
what?
online
It
right now.
probably has. Yeah, like if it's happened to you, then. But.
Send us your footage.
Please, yes, I wanna watch that. I wanna see that. But no, it was. See, base building. I am looking forward to if they do actually focus on that. You know, there's been some good ideas in chat, and they can definitely take some inspiration from modding. But for like actual like building or preventing building in the bunker, I don't want to say the words upset because it's a game, but it would be a very, what's the best word to say? A silly choice to prevent you from building in that one particular location. I feel like if you've got a group that's big enough and you can pile together the resources and you want to reinforce that bunker, you should be allowed to. And if another big group who can also pile the resources want to take over that base, then they should. I see no issue with that.
I think it's an interesting conversation to have if you put it in line with building in Northwest Airfield on Cherno. Right, so think about this for a second. No one builds in Northwest Airfield because it will last 10 seconds, right? So how the hell are they lasting weeks and weeks and weeks on Livonia at the bunker? I know the player population is not as heavy as the Cherno population, but everybody who's got Livonia now knows where that bunker is. Is it a case that it's difficult to find plastic explosives or enough grenades? Now, obviously, since the 1.19 update, grenades have not been as abundant as they used to be.
Yeah.
But it's a strange old dynamic when you look at it like that. It doesn't take as long to get from the bunker from a spawn side than it does actually.
Especially if you're on Topland, like left-hand side.
Yeah.
If you get a Topland spawn, it's smooth sailing.
You're straight down. You're literally down in 25 minutes. And if you think about it, Cherno, anywhere on the coast, on the south central or south west side, it's going to take half hour roughly for you to get to Northwest Airfield. So it's roughly the same, isn't it? But a massive disparity in how the maps are played, I think.
I would have said that it's probably more like Livonia is known to be more difficult. Obviously, the terrain is vastly different. The layouts and the loot runs aren't exactly perfected compared to Chernarus. So I would imagine that it would take a long time for it to go through. And as Buddy said, you need a punch card at winter. So even if you do raid, you've still got this massive hunk of a door to get through. And the only way you can do that is a punch card. So
yeah, you see, that's the other thing. So if you know where you're looking for that, it's not actually that difficult. Every stream I've been on Livonia, I've always ended up with a punch card every run. So,
and then, but there's also like, okay, like if the main door has got a fence around it, cool, you get through that, you got the punch card, the door opens. What if there's another fence? What if there's another 2 or 5 fences?
Well, that's what they've been doing.
Well, that's it, yeah. So it's like, and if you're a big group and you go in, you have to massively, I would like to say, overcompensate the kind of like materials you need to get in, and that takes a long time, and that discourages people. But if you really want to get in, then you will. And I think doing that, or allowing that, create good, not only good content, but a good gaming experience on both sides, if they are both willing. If I was a lone wolf and I came across the bunker and it was locked off, it would be like, yeah, it would suck. Alright, let's go back to the top and let's find a group. Does anyone want to pile together? I've been down at the bunker. There's a base there. Do I want to get in? Cool.
Well, that is what's happening on Livonia now, which is great for interactions, because as we all know right now, the biggest problem on official servers right now is interactions.
Yeah.
Like I say, I mean, the last 2 streams I've done, 3-hour streams on Cherno and Livonia, I've only bumped into maybe 2 people who are freshies right at your spawn points. Other than that, you are really, really pushing it now to get good well, even any interaction, you know. So, yeah. But they are when they are doing that though, community-wise. That I've heard of quite a few people at spawn points actually now talking about, shall we team up and go down and hit these places? Yeah. Which is nice.
I think it just promotes playability. I just think not being allowed to build in any location is a cop-out.
Oh no, I agree. I completely agree. But that's the good side of official, isn't it? You can do what you want on official. It's only modded servers you won't be able to do that.
Yeah, well, if the server doesn't allow it, yeah.
Well, normally it's nowhere in 500 yards of a military zone, and that's a military zone, isn't it now? So
well, that's it, yeah.
You ain't building. But official, do what you want.
Yeah. The way it should always be.
Absolutely.
What about you, Lemons? Because obviously, you know, Cobra and I, we've talked quite extensively there, but you're awfully quiet. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, you know, I definitely agree with it, but I think there should be things put in place, because I know, like Cobra is saying, they don't have any plans, like, to do anything proactive to kind of mitigate that issue of people, like, building bases in bunkers and stuff like that, but at the very least, I feel like some levels should have, like, the contaminated gas in it. At the very least, you know, I know that's something we've talked about before.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Or even having a chance of it, like, spawn dynamically or something like that, you know, I think that alone could really benefit the whole situation, because then it would kind of off-put people from wanting to build in there, because there will always be that chance that there could be, you know, gas in there, and there's definitely a few ways they go about implementing it, but, you know, I think just some sort of like environmental hazard would kind of just
there needs to be
deter players from doing that kind of stuff, you know.
I will
or
say,
even like yeah. One big thing too is when they first added the POG files in, if you guys remember, like the description of them was like talked about how like they like didn't break, like they were supposed to be meant for like a security system or something like that, and they didn't like they were just like they misfired or something like that. One thing that blew my mind is they didn't incorporate that into the bunkers.
Interesting.
Because we could have seen this quote-unquote security system in action, and then it would have given proper continuity to the POX files and why they were like being used. Because that was the big thing about them. It was like a failed security system where like they were supposed to go off on impact, but like one may not have, you know, or whatever they had said originally. Like imagine like alarms going off in the bunker, and then those POX files going off. Imagine how scary that would be.
Oh,
like,
that would be terrifying. See, I've always kind of, I mean, we have talked about it on the show, and I've always thought about having like, you know, some part of the bunker, maybe like the slowest level, filled with the gas, with the pox gas, and then have something, really valuable that spawns down there in that gas. So you have to go through all this trial and hardship. Then you got to do the final push to get in there. That would be something would be pretty cool. But having like that system in there would really spice things up a bit. Would be interesting if it turns out like, I was going to say maybe if the system is deactivated and then it only triggers based on the proximity of an explosion outside, like the shelling outside reverberates, causes a like mini quake or something like that, and it sets off the loose pox or something like that.
Or it could be like another puzzle they could introduce into the bunker, and maybe if the player does something wrong, or they miss something, or some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of puzzle, one of the outcomes could be that alarm system goes off and then the pox starts dropping and all that. Like that. Just imagine like just hearing all the shattering balls around you.
Yeah.
And it filling with pox gas. Like that would be like, that would not be good.
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty fun. It would actually be pretty interesting. Pressure plates. What is this? Indiana Jones's Temple of Doom? Or something like that.
Pressure plates. Who's that, Frankie?
Yeah. Got spikes like tipped with pox coming out the sides. But no, I think it's quite interesting. But obviously we're gonna have to see with what 120 and more come out with, because yes, we know 120 is the stability update, but they always introduce something that can kind of hint at what we're getting. Like 116 introduced it introduced the alarm clock, and then the next update it introduced the timer, and then there was a lot more stuff being introduced, and then we eventually got the explosives, and that was a pretty major update, to be fair. So if we could be getting base building stuff, maybe 2023 will be the base building year. But we'll see. We'll have to see. And maybe the big boulder can also just be a big, massive pox grenade.
We are proper Indiana Jones going this way with Frankie.
We yeah, you guys actually are. Nice to see you, Trish, and thanks for coming into the stream, my guy. Much appreciated. But no, I am excited for 120. I do think it was delayed for the right reason. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the chat, and if you are watching the VOD, I'd love to hear in the comments or in our Discord. All the information can be found down below. Check it out, my guys. But my phone pinged. What do you want, phone? But just more Black Friday stuff.
Oh man, I'm getting loads of that. Jesus Christ.
I wonder why. But
Bloody hell.
Oh, let's just throw the large stone and it does damage. Yeah, I actually wonder when is when you throw stuff, I wonder when is it going to start doing damage to you.
Isn't there a mod for that? Or didn't Dumpcraw do that, actually?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did, to be fair. I really wouldn't be surprised. I know there's mods where you can smash certain foods on a rock and it opens it. Shut up, Wrath. Yeah. So why was it going? What was I saying? Wrath distracted me. Glad chat moment. Shit. Does anyone know if the devs are aware of the NVG glitch in the bunker? I don't even know what you're on about.
NVG glitch. Do you mean the see-through glitch thing? Is that what you're talking about, attrition?
Or where you can see everything perfectly, even if it's off?
No, I think there's when you need night vision. I think someone did. I read somewhere that when you get in there, there is something. So if your game crashes with NVGs on, it turns daylight inside. Yeah, so there was something about this. I can't remember exactly what was said now. But how long does it stay daylight though? Is it when you're back in? Does it stay daylight or not? I couldn't quite understand fully.
You have to relog because it's an issue with the to explain to Lag, because the Lag was saying he doesn't know. It was relating to the CFG underground areas, Jason, they gave us recently. With like how you're able to modify the player's vision. And what happens is if a player is using a PPE requester when they're inside the zone, and the user has like a crash or something like that, and they get disconnected, when they reconnect, they will have normal, like the CFG underground Jason will just like not be like connecting the wires, so you'll just be able to see, and it'll just be like normal daylight inside there, or like whatever the light is at that time.
And that's until you go to the next level, though, isn't it?
No, it's until you relog. Because I believe it's either till you relog or you actually have to exit the proximity of or like within the breadcrumbs, which is like the points of gradient where the light will get darker. You have to hit one of those breadcrumbs for it to actually kind of rejog itself and be like, oh, you're supposed to be in a dark area. And then it'll put you back in it. But definitely an interesting thing, and something that they would probably have to look into, because you can already imagine the advantages players could get if they forced that and then had like normal daylight where other people were like pretty much blind and had zero visibility. But
yeah, absolutely, mate. That's interesting, though. I didn't realise how long it stayed for, or if it just went off after a few seconds or not. So, yeah, fair enough. Stays on.
That's concerning. Fix it for 120, please.
Yeah. That's why nothing else is coming out in 120. They're fixing all that.
Oh, that is the only thing in the 120 patch notes. Fixed NVG exploit in an underground bunker. That is it. God. But a couple of the things from the stream. You know what? It was actually really nice to see the producer of DayZ himself on the stream.
Yeah.
It was because we all know Adam/Sumrak is like the main guy we hear and see, and on social media and on the streams, and he's very passionate about the game, but you never see the producer or hear from him. So it was really nice to see, and you could actually tell there was like really good chemistry on that stream. I don't know if that's just me though.
Tim, the producer, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's nice to see that. But does that mean that the special appearance there is alluding to something? Is it?
Like,
who knows? I don't know.
Oh yeah, the only stream comes on is just like talking about the positive stuff that done with the game and its history and that. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, no more DayZ, bye. It's like,
yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't want to say it, but is this the last appearance or what?
The first and last.
Yeah.
I found it quite interesting. He was talking openly about his like roleplay background, and like he had 2,000 hours in the game and then joined the company and had 2,000 more. It was just like development stuff, which I sympathise. I was pretty much in the same spot with modding, but it was nice. It was a good stream, and you can tell that they were having a laugh. They enjoyed it. At least that's just me. Don't know about yourself, Lemons and Cobra. What do you guys think?
No, it's nice to see that stuff, because I think during that dark period where they weren't really streaming and there wasn't that big of a social media presence, I think it was really relieving for a lot of people to see, like, once they came back and once they started doing that stuff, and especially to have these amazing people within the internal team hopping in and be able to do this stuff. I think it's just amazing. The fact that they can take the time out of their busy schedules to be able to just connect with the community, and actually have that discussion and keep that level of communication with them, I think is like amazing.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, I think like in all big businesses, isn't it? Once you get some of the main people, or the CEO, for instance, of a business coming in and spending a bit of time, I think that's always good. It may even coincide with the fact that DayZ's making this bit of a comeback recently, and a lot more people are coming in. They're adding servers quite a lot at the moment. So
yeah, I saw that. Like, they're really focusing quite a bit on like the South American side of things.
Yes, yeah,
And they've
yeah.
launched a whole bunch of new servers with a new service. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But I saw that tweet when I was at work, and I was like, "Fucking get in,
Yeah.
get in," because it's like, you know, we've got a lot of people in the community from all across the world, and it's nice to see more of a focus come to them in South America, and you know they can play the game and they can enjoy it a lot more, and maybe like have servers local to the area so the connection's a lot better, and it's just more people enjoying the game, and that's what I want. Like, I want people to enjoy the game and play it any way they can, and just have a good time. So it always makes us happy when I can see the team actively work on that and make that happen.
But I also think I was watching something Mr. Beast put out the other day, and he made a very, very good point, which covers all of these, you know, everything out there on YouTube right now, and that is quite simply put that if you break down the language we speak, it's like 20% of the world population. That's it. So to get the other 80% involved, obviously, I noticed a massive difference when I put subtitles up on my channel.
Yeah.
Literally, right now, I've got my fourth biggest audience is Argentina, Brazil. So, you know, it does say a lot, and I think it's getting the South African community is getting big out there as well now. That's really grown on Facebook. I've got I remember of a load of pages on DayZ pages there. South Africa's making a big old run for pole position right now. There's loads of South Africans playing the game, which is great to see. So
it is great. It is good. It is always nice to see. I know I've got, you know, one of my good friends. He lives in Brazil, and you know, obviously we all speak English. He speaks English very, very, very well. Always have a good laugh. And then we'll play on a server. We'll try and do whatever. And he'll hear somebody speaking Portuguese, and then they'll start having like a 15-minute conversation. It's just like, dude, what the fuck you doing? Wanna go away? And he's like sitting there, he's giggling, he's laughing and that, and I'm sitting there thinking, he's like, is he fucking talking about us? Shit like that, you know. But it's like, it's nice to see, because it's like, even like that, you know, he's playing with people, and apparently this person knew somebody he knew in real life, so it was like, oh, fucking small world. But no, it's really awesome. It's really, really nice to see, and I hope they continue to do that, and I hope they have more of a focus on there, and I can't wait to see what the content creator side come out from there, and modding wise as well. I mean, obviously there's already a presence, but it'd be nice to see a much more larger presence. I know they've done, and like the team showcased an event quite some time ago now around that area, so it's like, you know, good on them. So keep it up. I'd say keep it up. But no, it was overall, it was a really good stream, and they did actually highlight in my opinion, like some nice stuff. They were talking about the community and how it has gotten better over the years.
Yeah.
And they did mention stuff to do with castles, and I'm like, I wonder who's done an event like that recently about castles.
Quite successfully in the end.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't manage to catch all of it, unfortunately. I tried to watch what I could, but apart from a hiccup on the first day on Saturday, it was good. It's good. It sounded like everyone really, really had fun, and that was the main thing. And I know there was a little bit of faff on after the event finished, but it was successful, and she announced, like, what was it, War of the Women or something like that, I think. Let's see, what was it that she announced? I have to quickly double check.
Oh, I didn't see that bit.
Yeah, give us a second there. God, I had it up as well because I wanted to talk about it.
I'm just going on to the page
War
right
of the
now.
Women, yeah. War of the Women, the 21st of January 2023. I'm like, are you kidding? You've literally just finished an event and you already got one planned. You're a monster. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, I was quite interested to see a post Ariana put out. Did you see the one around Twitch partner applications?
Yes, I saw that.
Oh, mate, yeah, that was interesting. So I've read it around. So she was on the path, wasn't she, to partner?
Yeah.
She reached it, I think. Did she reach it? I think she did.
Yeah, she reached it. She got the email inviting it to the partner program.
But then it said something like, "We cannot offer you a partnership at this time because of your viewers are fluctuating numbers instead of they're looking for more consistency." I mean, what's that about?
So I know the partner program, you need at least like 75 viewers to be a partner, like consistently and like other criteria.
Well, I thought it was average.
Yeah, it's pretty much an average. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I obviously because the event and other stuff like that, her views have gone up, so it could like artificially inflate her numbers. So it seems like she's getting that.
Yeah.
But what I found really interesting is that she was talking about it in her Twitter, like on the replies, and somebody said that they didn't get a response for 2 months, 3 months, and she got response in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, why did it take that quick for them to be like, no, you're not having it? It's like,
I think that's the way of the world these days, though, lad, isn't it? I think it's easier to say no quickly than it is to consider a good, strong yes, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, though, with Ariana. She does put in the work. She absolutely does. And I've personally got like a lot of respect for the lass. And she's absolutely hammering it again with these events. And when she got partner, like I was like, oh my, get in.
Yeah,
and then when it was like, no, I'm like, oh, okay. But she's took it on the chin, and she's just pressing on. And you know what? I admire that, because if I was in that position, it would have destroyed me. I'd be like, what's the point?
Yeah, putting all that hours and work in, months, weeks, years in, whatever it's taken. Yeah, I agree, mate. But fair play to her.
Oh, absolutely. And looking forward to the new event that she's got going. It's gonna be a really interesting one, I think.
Yeah. I don't know the details of that one yet. I haven't read it, but I'm sure it'll be good.
I don't think there's any details out on it anyway, to be fair. It was just kind of like a little announcement, and then there you go.
Fair play. Sure it'll be good.
Yeah, I think it will be. I would love to get her on the show one day. Maybe we can sort something like that out. What about you, Lemons? You're awfully quiet. Are you all right down there?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Just enjoying the conversation. But,
Are you sure?
Yeah. Man.
No, that's fair.
But no, I mean, I've been like, I admittedly don't watch like Ariana too often.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't watch a lot of streamers too often, but
no, that's fair.
I have been keeping up with that, and I feel like it's pretty bad, because like at that point you shouldn't have a path to partner option.
Yeah.
Because just think of all the streamers that work so hard to reach that point, just for them to be like, oh no, you're still not getting partner,
Mm-hmm.
Because as it is with Road to Affiliate, you do that and then you can apply and get affiliate, So it should be the exact same for partner, or they just shouldn't have it at all. Because so many people put so many hours of their like time into that kind of stuff, and it's even like what Ariana said in her tweet.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mother, and that's a full-time
Yeah.
job on its own.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she wants to give her kids a life where she's actually in it, and she just can't commit that time to being able to do that stuff on like Twitch. And I think it's just horrible that they would
Bring a whole
like give her that path to partner.
Yeah.
Like just let her taste taste that luxury and then just pull it away from her. Like I don't know.
It's
I feel like
asinine.
stuff like that shouldn't be
Yeah.
an option, because all that's doing is benefiting Twitch, because all those viewers and all that stuff, that's giving money and monetization money, like, and all that kind of stuff to Twitch, and at the end of the day, they're still profiting off of her nonetheless. So, why not just give her that, at the very least, because she's already worked so hard to get it. But
And I wouldn't be
Yeah, I don't
surprised if
know.
that kind of situation is kind of like proved to other people who stream DayZ. They moved over to YouTube now.
Right, exactly that, mate. So I had this dilemma myself, and I decided to stay fully on YouTube. Obviously, I've got a Twitch account, but
Yeah.
I use YouTube now. I do think with all of that, it's a lot of work. It's a hell of a lot of work.
No matter what platform you go on, it is going to be a lot of work. But you just need to think about, is the platform going to be suited for you?
But this is the thing. This is exactly the point. I mean, building. I think building an audience on YouTube. I think they're both equally as hard and difficult, and you need to put the same amount of hours in. You need to do the same kind of work to establish anything on either. But I don't see YouTube sending me any message saying, no, we're not going to promote this, or we're not going to do this, you're not going to achieve this, or anything like that. And now I've seen that again, I'm like, I'm glad I've stayed where I am.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it.
One thing that's interesting too, though, and this is something that I had looked into myself, is with Twitch, you don't necessarily have to have a stable community to receive a partnership. I'm not sure if you guys knew that, but if you have a stable audience or community built on Twitter or YouTube, that they will actually accept that as an application to become a partner.
There you go, then. There you go. I didn't know that, but.
And Ariana, or the Ariana, but like, I don't know about you guys, but her Twitter is popping most of the time, especially with the event she's doing. So I don't know why even that, that alone should have justified her getting that partner.
She's got over 5,000 following on Twitter, hasn't she?
Yeah, I think
exactly.
So yeah. Oh well, crazy stuff.
But I think she should have gotten it, and but I do hope that it doesn't completely destroy morale, and she just plods on. She just keeps working on it, because I know she's passionate about it. So, but it goes for like other content creators in the DayZ community. Like, there's so many out there that they're on their own little area. They do their own little thing. And they'll be in the same boat. They'll be working their arse off for months and months and months to get that stage, and it could be ripped from right under them.
But having said all of that, it's the people that don't give up. They're the people that make it.
Absolutely.
And that's what you got to keep remembering. You're going to get knockbacks. You're going to get knocked down in life. You just got to get back up. You've got to keep going.
Yeah, well,
and it's when you are, majority of the time, the people that quit, they've quit at a time when if they just carried on and pushed through, they would have ended up being successful. And that's all you got to think about it. You're going to get rejections. We're all going to get a nightmare situation, and we've all been there. But just keep pushing through. That's what you got to do.
And keep working hard. And sure, it's like, yeah. I mean, I was going to say something really inspirational, but to be fair, how can I? Because I don't stream, so. I do this, so this is my streaming now. So, but yeah, I mean, I still wish the absolute best of luck, but I also wish everybody in the community who does want to be a content creator on Twitch or YouTube or any platform, and I'm wishing you the absolute best. And if anybody of you guys know anybody in the community who is a content creator or someone like that, get them to get in touch with us. I'd love to get them on the show. Absolutely. I think you guys would agree to that as well, Love to get these people on the show. Talk about their stories, talk about their experiences. Any ideas? Let us know. Please. I said please, I was being kind. It's like that computer brand that did that to a creator and lost the whole company. Yeah. Funny story about them. We were going to do PC giveaway with them last year. And then that happened. Fair to say, it didn't happen. Dodged a bullet, yeah, pretty much. I'd still love to do something like that though with a company, but we'll see. Maybe one day. But yeah, I just get passionate about community creators. Actually, that's another thing they mentioned in the stream. I don't know if you guys noticed. When they were talking about the community and people that make stuff, like content creators and that, they mentioned them as ambassadors.
Oh yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did hear the word. I did hear the that said.
Do you think they actually are going to do that this year?
It would be interesting, wouldn't it? It would be interesting.
Because I know we've been quite vocal about it, haven't we, Lemons?
Oh yeah, definitely. These past few months, we've been really pushing for that, or just any sort of like cross collaboration between the community and the developers. I think is a big thing, and it allows for us to build like lifelong relationships with these developers. And
absolutely,
like, great things that couldn't have been done before. So.
Completely agree.
I mean, it would make sense. And it would make a lot more sense with DayZ, considering the platforms the game is on.
Well, I think even something as simple, they put out that every now and then, I think Kill Beans was one of those top videos on the latest update they put out, and they mentioned a couple of other videos regarding the Livonia update that have been put out around the time. But I think if they did a regular monthly, shout out at least, or a page covering, like what we're kind of looking at the moment, like, top videos in the last 3-4 weeks, great thumbnails, just silly stuff like that. They should really be doing that, I think.
They should, yeah.
Because you would get I'll tell you what, that would inspire so many new content creators to start with, to start creating, and then it would bring the community kind of together, especially the content creators. Because right now, what I see a load of content creators who kind of are in little tiny groups. You've got 2 or 3 who work together. You've got 3 or 4 over here that do a little bit together. How about you have the whole community working together? That there is going to get a lot of attention. And of course that brings up the level of content massively. So
it does, yeah, because it's like more people will be incentivized, and this is the thing. It's like we've talked about it so much, and it's not even a case where it's like we want to be like DayZ ambassador or anything like that. It's like, oh yeah, we'll talk about it and then we'll get it. It's like, no, like even if people like Echofish,
not that attitude.
That's my line. That's my line. God damn you. But people like, the Running Mancy, Spaggy, Minder, Ariana, like all those people becoming official DayZ ambassadors after years and years and years of creating content and having a laugh and being part of the community. Like, with Spaggy's constant what about Xbox and stuff like that. And it's like, why not? Get the system up. Make it official. And you can guarantee that the quality will improve tenfold. And yeah, sure, there'll be some people be like, oh, it's elitist and whatever. It happens with all kind of systems, I find, in like other communities I've been in, where it's like there's been an ambassador program and stuff like that. But why not? I think it's time.
Yeah, I'd agree, mate.
It's been 10 years since the game came out, and next year. Fucking hell, I'm getting old.
You're getting old, mate.
I was just about to say, I can't say that. I'm 26. I think.
You know I've got white hair.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've been getting white hairs in my beard, so...
Yeah.
But not exactly a good comparison, really, is it? But yeah, I think it's time, and I think it would be something they could look into 2023. And the fact that they actually used the word officially in that, context was quite interesting. But we'll have to see. Make Archie an ambassador. Yeah, that would piss off so many people, I think. But I would be there, right? I would watch the fire. Did you guys actually watch Archie's latest video?
No, I haven't had the chance to see it yet, mate.
I watched it last night. It was funny. It was so funny. It was hilarious. I won't spoil the ending, but he basically, like, him and like a bunch of his friends went on a server, made their own pizza shop, but it was a trap base. So when they'd go to
and wasn't he making like human pizzas too out of the people he was killing?
It's at some point he was doing that, yes, but they would like stand on like this floor, but it was like shelves.
Yeah, and he'd open the door or something, they'd fall down under it or something like that. Oh my gosh!
People would like take the shelves, put it in the inventory. They would fall down under like 9 bear traps, and it would kill them instantly. And if the didn't die,
I remember seeing it, like, they'd wake up. They'd open the door and then start pushing them over.
It was so fucking hilarious.
And you know what? You got to agree with me on this one. Did that not give you like major like Stimpy vibes in that video?
It did.
Like,
it absolutely did. Like the whole vibe of the video was like, this is so Stimpy, but it was at the same time, it's like, this is so Archie.
Yeah.
This is so Archie.
They got a collab, man. Tell you what.
Oh god. Oh god.
Battle of the Giants right there. Like
sounds like something needs to be done, doesn't it?
Yeah, it would be so funny.
Gotta make some calls, lad.
Yeah, like I can make a call like that. Yeah, okay. But yeah, but there's so many people in the community that could be a really great ambassador. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what 2023
like that one
brings.
lad guy. Like,
bruh, no, I'm good. What would I apart from the show like present to the table? Like,
I know.
Red 9.
Lads, lighting mod. There you go.
The Red 9.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah. By the way, I don't know which DayZ, or rather Discord server has the Lad9 emote, but I want it. I want it for my Discord. So whoever made it, send the original file to me. I want it. Please. Give it to me. Put my arm on my chest. But no.
Sorry, mate, struggling there, isn't it?
That's fine. Fuck it, it's fine. I've just talked a lot today on the phones and I've laughed a lot today at work as well, so it's like, oh god. But something though did happen in the community, and I asked before we move on to that, should DayZ add cornfields? What's your thoughts?
Cornfields was that?
Cornfields.
Okay. Be interesting.
I don't think corn would grow in that part of the world, though.
Not with that attitude.
To be fair.
I got it.
Oh, true that. You got me. like maybe Livonia, but like in the harsh climates that like are like Chernarus or Chernarus, however you want to take it, but that's supposed to be like in like the Ukraine area, I think, like Ukraine, Belarus area. I don't think you're gonna be growing corn there, cowboy. But like, I could see it in Livonia, you know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Sorry,
You're right there, lad. I was going to say, mate, are you half dead or?
I'm trying to find my inhaler. I don't know where the fuck it's gone. Where is it? I want to breathe. I actually lost it. Fuck.
Lad's having an asthma champ moment.
He's gone. He's gone.
Oh crap! I made it worse.
You've killed him, mate. He's about to fucking fall over.
Lad, asthma champ moment. Let's go.
Lasma champ moment.
I hate you so much sometimes. You're an actual like. Oh my god! Yeah. I love you. I love you.
Oh gosh.
I'm good. I'm not good, but I'll be good. Hey, Jesus. Cornfields,
I'm just thinking about it now.
I think it'd be great.
No, lad, let that. Hold on. Rewind. Just the lad champ emo, but just in an like the the flow vent inhaler instead of the red.
If somebody makes that, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be so upset.
Oh, give me an hour.
If I see that in general media in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to cry. Bloody hell.
Oh. Yeah, cornfields, guys. Yeah, nice.
Do you think Chernarus will ever get the bunker? If so, where would it be?
No.
I'm thinking bottom left.
I don't
Tizzy,
think so.
If it does get introduced, it'll be in the top left and Tizzy.
I was going to say top of the airfield at Tizzy, right at the very back where the bunker's on the hill. There's a massive open field behind that.
Yeah, actually.
But other than that, no, I don't think it will either.
I mean, they've already said they aren't going to, like, but off the books, if they ever did, I would definitely say, like, Kamensk, because for those who were played, like, before, like, 0.62, Kamensk used to have, I think, 2 different bunkers.
Yeah, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, it'd be cool to see that get added back, you know, because, like, Kamensk, you know, does not get enough credit. It's, like, a really cool military base, and I feel like there should be something unique there, because it just is, it's like such like a unique place, because like you wouldn't see it if you weren't trying to go to it, you know, because it's like it's kind of receded back in the woods, and I think it's like is that the one that's just north of Servograd, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, like you wouldn't go there unless you had like the intent to, but like I feel like they could really benefit by adding something unique there, adding like, I don't know, you know, anything like that just to benefit that area, you know. Maybe DayZ 130, you know, if you're in chat, DOJ, get cracking on Kamensk. Like,
oh yeah, totally, yeah.
The secrets of Kamensk.
When? The secrets of Kamensk. I like that. The secrets of Kamensk.
Add to the lore, right? There you go.
But but yeah, I think it'll be pretty interesting. Kamensk got an overhaul there. I think that'll be pretty nice. But before we get sidetracked anymore, with, to be quite frank, the really great questions. So I'm just going to set up OBS with this, if you just give me a second. So in the community, we like to showcase and we like to talk about people in our community, as has been shown, you know, plenty of times. But unfortunately, a good friend Dump made a tweet a couple of days ago, Yesterday I got some bad news. After a week of complications after surgery, my father has passed. To say the least, I will be grieving. Things will slow down. Hopefully not much, but change. Not much will change, but please be understanding. Now, I've already talked to Dump. I've asked him if it's okay for us to talk about it just a little bit. He said it was fine. I just want to say, and I'm pretty sure... was his dad there? And I'm pretty sure I can say... Oh, bless his heart. Dump, we'll love you, dude. We'll love you and we'll got your back. And if you're watching this, or even if you're watching the VOD, just know that, you know, there was a lot of positive comments on your Twitter. But I want to say, we got your back. And we're going to support you through this as much as we can. Apart from that guy on the bike behind us, if you heard it. Twat. We've got you. And I'm not very good at this. But we'll hold you. And we'll hold you close in our hearts and we'll love you. And you take as much time as you need to to grieve, to mourn, even if you have to take a step back from the community. Do what's best for you. And we'll always be there for you. And I'm really, really sorry about your loss.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just reaching out to people now in these type of circumstances. Just a simple little message. No, I haven't known Dump for that long. Only since I've come on to the podcast. Obviously, Lemons has known him for a bit longer as well. But I just sent him a little message saying if you need anything, you want to chat anytime, you know. Here if you need anything. So I think that's all we can really do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, need your time, mate. So we're all thinking of you.
New host coming up. Bruh. But yeah, we're always going to be there for you. Absolutely. But I just wanted to... I did want to mention it. I felt it would be doing a disservice to not at least mention it. So don't be a stranger. But take your time. Do what you need to do. And we're wishing you and your family the absolute best during this. And I want to slightly deviate because Iceblade, guess what he's done? In general chat.
Cannabis +2.
No, he's added an inhaler in my face.
Oh god.
He's created the fucking emote. You're an ass. It's not even an emote, it's like an actual picture. He's just took made me update Cannabis Plus again. Oh yeah, like that's the lad bud. You could just grow red 9s. Well played. Yeah. You beat everybody at the chase because everybody's busy. Like, oh, I'll make it first. Apologies. It's my chest, naturally. But, moving on to a little bit. So, we've kind of talked about quite a few servers in the past. And there's a couple we want to kind of like showcase, talk about a little bit. Cobra, you were talking to us a little bit last night about it. And there's a couple that you had in mind.
Yes, I was going to say, I did mention the Stalker Z old ones that everyone knows about, but I was going to stay away from that for a minute because that's well known with some additional new bits in, I understand, the last couple of weeks, which was interesting. But I was going to talk about a server that I've mentioned the last couple of days, actually. called basically Vanilla. I think I touched on this last week. I think I mentioned the name. So I didn't, up until a couple of weeks ago, I've never played this server before, but obviously looking at the name of it, basically Vanilla,
Yeah.
you would expect it to be basically Vanilla. So anyway, we joined the server. There's a few mods on it, some clothing bits and pieces, some gun packs, key card. They've got an interesting concept though. So it is pretty vanilla, but they have 5 vaults on Journo map, which is interesting. So it's done slightly different from what a lot of the others with vaults on actually have. So the rules are the normal standard rules, other than getting your base taken over, which was my issue. But no, generally, I was quite surprised. So they've got 2 servers, server 1, server 2. They're both, I think one's American, one's English. I'm sure maybe both are English, I'm not sure. But the pop are completely full all of the time. I'm talking daytime, Monday to Friday as well. So 100 out of 100 slot. Now, I would urge people to go and take a look at this server. So remember, basically vanilla, server 1 and 2, first person, PvP, loot, guns, party, key cards, blah blah blah. There are some cool bits on it. But what I was really surprised about was everywhere I went, and I mean everywhere I went, there were bases everywhere.
Oh,
and we're not talking about broken down raided bases either.
It's like fully fledged bases.
Yeah, everywhere. And all right, a couple would have been raided and all the rest of it. I saw a few on the live stream last night actually, but majority of them are all standing. So you've got clans, you've got groups, you've got solos. And it's not difficult because they've got the hacksaw raid, so you can I think it's 20% every circle that goes that completes on a hacksaw. So you're there, I think it's 5 to 6 minutes to complete one circle. So you're looking at 25 to 30 minutes to break a digital code lock with a hacksaw. So there is that little area of the game that's quite interesting on that server. But generally, everyone wants to kill you. There is no. I haven't bumped into one friendly player on there yet. So it's you would think it'd be high PvP, but there's not loads and loads of PvP on it. But I have not met a single friendly player yet, and I've been on it for 2 weeks. So it's a very interesting mix of what you would want from a PvP server, what you'd want from a PvE server, and I think they've got the right mods, the right type of balance between mods and no mods.
Right.
Which is why I can see it's called basically vanilla. Because
Yeah.
it's not far off. But no, I think it's a great server, so I'll give it a bit of a shout out tonight, to be fair. Great screen, loading in screens are nice as well. So yeah, I had a chat with one of the admins recently over the last week. And it's got a good reputation. I think they've only ever had one hacker on there, which was on server 1 a few weeks or a month ago that was dealt with. But other than that, it's a well-run set of servers. So yeah, I'd suggest people, if you're looking for a new server and you do like a little bit of vanilla, then
Get yourself
go and have a little look at that if you can get on. That is.
And if you'd like, and this is something that we've actually talked about a little bit. If you guys are interested in us showcasing a server and playing on it, like we do a live stream sometime during the week, either on the podcast or on Cobra's channel or on whoever's channel, and you want to see us play one of these kind of servers that we showcase, let us know. Because we want to make more content for you, but we'd like to know what kind of stuff you'd like to see. Please review servers. That kind of goes into what we do.
There you go.
So I think the idea we had, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Cobra, is that we'd set a day and we'd kind of think of a server we want to showcase for the podcast, and we'd set a day and we'd actually play it. We'll live stream it, like obviously if our schedules work out well. we'll live stream it, have a laugh, and then we can talk about it a lot more on that episode and showcase it. And if we think it's good enough, then we'll recommend you guys to play it. And if we think it's bad, then we'll also talk about it. We're not going to be shy about that.
Yeah, and I think so. Lemons, Lad, and myself had a conversation yesterday when we was planning the show here for tonight. So the only thing I think, and I'm sure that both of the guys here will agree with me, and I'm sure they've got their own views on it as well, but I know they have. The only thing that we want to be a little bit careful about is the fact that we can't vouch 100% for any server out there. You never know if something may happen in the future. So for instance, if there's like admin abuse or something silly like that. Now, obviously, we're not intending to kind of promote anything like that, but ultimately, these will be servers that we have checked out for some time. And if we think that they are, operating the right way and they are good, and you'd enjoy it, then just let us know. But again, I think the disclaimer would be we do our very best to ensure that everything is legit and above board as much as we can.
Yeah.
So, that's the best we can kind of do, I think. What do you think, Lemons?
No, I agree with that for sure.
Hell yes.
But I'd definitely be up for that. Now, whether or not, we were talking also about whether one of us streams on Twitch. I mean, I'm quite happy to stream on YouTube. We've all got the ability, I think, between us all to cover multiple platforms. But like I say, and as Lad said, as Lemons will say, anything you want like that, and it seems in the chat that a few of you are quite happy you actually want that, then I think it would be a good little showcase for the community on the DayZ podcast to get involved in that. Jump over to the chat. Lad, did you say something about you wanted to release maybe a small portion, edited portion of that later on, or was it just going to stay live stream? Did you prefer it?
No, we could absolutely do a video about it. That wouldn't be an issue. Because the thing is, we want to make sure that we're bringing as much content to you guys as well. And we want to make sure that we can provide a good solid platform there, but we'll do what we can, even if we do kind of like the best bits or like that we'll try that. We'll definitely try that for you. It would be on PC, unless Lemons you decide to do a console one, and then we'll just sit there and watch and we'll we'll just watch over your shoulder like, no, you're supposed to do that. What's the term? I can't think of it.
Backseat game.
That's the one. Backseat gaming. Thank you. Well, backseat gaming, your experience. Hell yes. Try PV server. Plenty of good ones out there. Well, see, this is the thing. It can be any server.
Yeah,
any server. PvP, roleplay, PvE, anything. If we deem it good enough to showcase, well, good enough's kind of like a loose term or whatever, we'll do that. We'll absolutely do that for you, and we want to make sure that we can bring more content for you and that you enjoy. But if you do want to share your more thoughts about it, we'd love to hear about it in chat. Again, VOD in the comments. But if you want to get in the Discord, there's the link down below. Get yourselves involved in the conversation. Let us know your thoughts. Can't do this without you. So please,
absolutely,
tell us. Please, please. No, but seriously.
on the upside, you're going to get to see all of us getting killed, no doubt. So
yeah, no, not me. I'm pretty strong. I've been shot plenty of time by small bullets. I've gained an immunity.
You'll probably see me or Lemon shoot Lad. So there you go. How's that? Sound good?
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, thanks. I feel the love. It's really appreciated. Thank you. But no, we've got some actually good. Well, go on.
No. So I was just about to say. Well, I normally end my one-off streams either killing myself and giving my loot away, or along those lines. So you may even end up on at the end of a stream if you're watching it and you're actually on the server itself. Then we may decide to go out that way, and you may want to go and get that gear. There you go.
Absolutely. We've already got Darkwing Team Lad. Yes.
Wait, Tate, I thought you was one of my members, mate. What's going on there? You got over to the lad side of you. Excellent. I'm losing my bloody subscriber base here, mate. What's going on?
What can I say? It's the beard.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn up next week, Sean. It's going to be gone. I'll let lose all my followers. And modders unite. Hell yeah. Yes.
Oh, we could have modders versus content creators. There you go. How's that?
Content creators will easily win. I'm just going to say that right now. Most modders do not play the game. I shit you not. War Dog, fantastic modder, hasn't played the game since 2019. You get him in a PvP situation, you'll probably kill him. Modders versus server owners, server hosters.
Oh, there you go. There's an interesting one. It looks like Sarah's got something planned for us.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. Shoot that, lad. Hell yeah. But even if you guys have a server that you want us to check out, we can also do that as well. And we can also be like, this has been shown to us by a member of our community. We checked it out. This is kind of what I thought.
But be prepared, though, lad. Be prepared that when people are online watching this for server owners, we can't control what comments come on there. So, for instance, my streams, I do get between 1,000, 2,000 on those stream in a couple of hour periods. So, and they do like to express their views on my lot. So,
it's the internet. It's going to happen. Yeah.
So, be prepared for a little bit of criticism every now and then, guys. But there you go. That's life.
Yeah. It's not going to be fun. No, it's going to be really fun. I'm really happy. I'm really excited to start that. I'm really excited to start that. And, it's going to be nice. It's going to be pretty awesome. Is there any other servers you do want to show off in the spotlight, though?
What about you, Lemons? You got anything you want to look at?
No, it can't be Zagoria.
I'd be a tad biased, asking that question. But
I was waiting for you to say.
I mean, there was this one server. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but Fresh Spawns released a video recently, and it was like, it was supposed to be. It was like a Winter Shannara server, but they had like builds on it that were supposed to like theme it around being like, I think they said 13 years later. But what was really interesting about that server specifically is when your player died, it became a zombie.
Oh yes, I heard about this. Yeah.
So that would definitely be a fun server to run on.
That would definitely be a decent one to have a look at, I think. Speaking of fresh spawns, just briefly while we're on that subject right now. So, fresh spawns this morning went on my friend T's server. This is the Traveller server. I did that extraction point video. Right, so they was on there today, and they had a really good stream on there. So if you want to go and check out what they got up to, then feel free to head over to their channel. I think it was about a 3-hour stream in the end. But anyway, it was an interesting one. Sorry, Lemons, interrupted you there. I think, did I?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
I think you did. I don't know. You might have. You might not have. I don't.
Oh no, I think my mic just went off.
Oh, but that's it.
He's polite, isn't he?
Oh, he's a good Lemons, aren't you? You're a good Lemons.
It's the Canadian blood coursing through my veins.
Yeah, Canadian syrup.
Hey.
I ain't getting involved in this.
That's fair. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I don't even have a server to showcase apart from, mine. No, I'm not doing that. That's not.
Lad server 1? ?
Probably isn't about January, February.
There you go, Wrath. You can say that to Lad now instead of Red 9. Just say Lad server 1 ?
Great. Yeah, more ammunition.
That'll keep him working on it.
In fact, you put yourself under the spotlight now, lad. You've got to get it going now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Shit.
So
Yeah,
crack
You're in the
on,
hot
mate.
seat now.
right, okay, I'm going to end the episode and crack on, so catch you later. Darkwing Team. What is a lad server? I'm only going to say one thing, and it's going to be Namalsk. That is it.
I see. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say anything like that, but I didn't want to give it away. But I thought it would be.
I'm not giving out any more details apart from it's going to be on Namalsk. So, there you go. Speaking
of which, little did you guys know, I've actually got my own server as well. But I haven't said anything about it yet. It's actually open. But I've just kept it on the quiet. So
my guy,
we may have to do one on mine. So for the time being,
no. How long? No. Let's talk. How long? How long have you had a server for?
Well, see, I did a little collab, so I've changed my server provider. I'm not even going to talk about that either, because anyway, that'll be a disagreement between the pair of you two as well. So that's that. But I changed over 2 weeks ago. So my new server, 60 slot, which I'm not pumping out, I'm not giving the details to at the moment, is actually there. So if we need to start off and your two servers aren't ready, mine is. So and what I will tell you is it is vanilla based, official based. So
here's the question. Cobra is on Nitrado.
I'm not saying a fucking thing. I'm not saying anything. I just said what I said. That's it. That's it.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah. And I may just change it a little bit for a stream. Should the other two? I mean, to be fair, I want to get on this Zagoria one. I want to get on that because Lads isn't anywhere near ready yet, is it? So Zagoria, I want to get on that. So I think that should be our first stream. To be fair. What do you reckon, Lemons?
God forbid it actually goes up. I remember I saw a tweet from Marks and he's like, I physically aged since you announced Zagoria.
Yeah.
I know he's expressed his interest on it as well. But
have you actually got a date for the PC release?
It's hard, man, because what my issue is, and I guess you could, as a modder, you could kind of sympathize with this, but it's like a Hydra, you cut off a head and three more appear. But in regards to ideas, you finish one idea, and then from that, three more ideas sprout, and then you keep getting more ideas, and you keep making more content, and it's just, figuring out where to kind of cut it off, and I guess. I don't know. I just don't want to cut it off yet.
Well, okay. So let's just put it this way. Zagoria has console servers right now. Yes.
It does, yeah.
Then it's ready to be on PC.
Yeah.
It's ready. You can just always update it over time.
That's fair.
Add more stuff. Get more plays. Get more interest instead of
waiting
until the death of the
universe. In my defense, the reason why I've held off on PC is because, like I was saying, behind closed doors, I'm working on a launcher application for Zagoria. I know it's just a little bit of a little sneaky thing, but now you guys know in chat as well. But I'm trying to get that out of the way, and then once that's done, I might even release it beforehand. But fingers crossed.
There you go. That's why you was talking about Lads' photos last night, wasn't it?
Essentially.
Lemons, we were looking at Lads' photos on Steam last night.
He's gone.
Right? Is he gone? Is he? Have you got a loading screen set up yet?
Oh, I got to. Actually, when I get around to it, I'll make a loading screen.
I'll
Mate,
do
we need
it.
to get that up and running, mate. We need to get you up and running, mate.
Oh, 100%. Because I've had two people, Rackaroo and Mr. Handman, both amazing streamers. I think are the only people I've actually let hop on, like on PC at least, let them like hop on and go for a run.
Yeah.
Never again. And not because of them, not because of them or anything, but just like never again. They're just the only people. They're like the monarchs of Zagoria, and that's just ended it there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
How many slots is it?
Soon. Either 60 or 70.
Right. Because I've got a great idea that I'll put out in our chat. I won't disclose it on live right now, but I've got a great little idea.
All I'm hearing from your lemons is disappointment.
That's true. That's true.
Release it.
You're not mad. You're just disappointed. My biggest worry, and this is something that I've had like expressed to me by Rackaroo specifically, is that Zagoria is unoptimized as fuck.
Get a better PC and game and chat.
Yep, there you go. So I don't know. I think that's been the big thing that's been holding me back because I've been kind of I want to be accessible to different platforms, and that's the big thing about Zagoria. It's supposed to have like complete parity across everything, but if it only runs on console and it gets like, if it looks like you're playing like a slideshow on PC, that's not good. But I'm gonna be playing around with what is it, the network bubble and stuff like that to see if I could kind of mitigate some things when it comes to performance, or just like trying to maybe throttle the object render distance as well. Because I know on the console edition, at least, they have actually modified some of those values, and it's not like what you would see on PC, which is interesting. And that may play into why Zagoria runs better on consoles, but it's something that I'm going to be toying around with because other than performance, I would be more than happy to get it out there. But fingers crossed. And maybe you could even help me because I know you and who was it? Who was the one person that did like a 10,000 network bubble or something like that? Was that Mike Doherty?
No, that was Sawyer.
Sawyer. Yeah, I'll reach out to Sawyer. He could probably help me with that. But fingers crossed, and yeah.
See how it goes.
I don't know.
He just doesn't want to deal with the tickets, does he?
No, he doesn't.
That's what the problem is.
I already get enough of those on console.
Yeah. He's got one. He's got one, and that was it. He was done.
Yep.
Good old admin team.
Yeah, absolutely. Just release it, dude.
All right, you know what? I'm doing it right now. Then you want to play those games. What's the phrase? Fuck around and find out, lad.
Yay!
Releasing it right now.
Hell yes. No, but there was a thumbnail I believe you wanted to talk about as well, Cobra.
Oh, we did a little trawl as I do weekly on the latest. Did you get the link?
Did you post it in this chat here? I'll at you so you know which one.
Yeah, it's in the chat. So obviously a well-known individual this time, our guy JLK, put out a 2-part series a few weeks ago. The last one came out a few days ago, and I'd like to the kind of simplicity of his latest look, thumbnail-wise, the 2 he's just put out. So I think it's pretty cool, that one and the one prior to it. So yeah, I thought I'd nominate that one this week, and I've actually been in contact with quite a few tubers over the last few weeks to see who are doing their own and who are subbing that work out, and it's quite interesting with some of the feedback. I won't go into all that right now, but there's some really good artists out there, which is interesting. In fact, saying that, I got an interesting message today saying, would you like me to do your thumbnails? And I turned and I went, okay, well, give me your portfolio. And they said, well, what's your budget? I was like, okay, I'll leave that there then. But as you can see, the two at the top here from JLK here, I really like the one on the right. That was his episode 1 where he's camping in the woods. But it's so simple, but it's so effective. The lighting on it, how he's done the tents. I do like that simple little thumbnail. And he's carried it on. I think simplicity with the second one as well. But as you go down, look how good those thumbnails are, though.
Yeah, they are pretty nice.
They are very, very good, aren't they?
JLK style to it.
Yeah. I'm not sure, I might reach out if I can to him. I'm not sure if he does them himself or he gets someone in. I'm not sure.
Is that why his videos take so long to release? It's just because of the
One a month. Yeah. I think it is, or one every 3 weeks or something. But he has got quite a repertoire now. I mean, what's he got? 500-600 out there or something silly on there?
In the one that was 3 weeks ago was like 437,000.
Yeah. There you go. It's actually a good storyline as well, so you might want to go and check it out. If you haven't, I'm sure most of the community have already seen that, looking at the view count. So
yeah, I'll have to sit down and actually watch his videos.
There are some, obviously he's been around a long time, but he's a very, very good storyteller, isn't he?
Do you guys think they will continue on with the story of Hannah for next year's update? No. I don't think they will. I think they'll bring out something new.
I'm hoping for something new.
I like to think that 2022 was the year of Hannah and the Yellow King. And I'd like to think that Scotty's got something up his sleeve for next year. But then again, what was in the box in the 119 trailer? I want to know what was in that box. Do you guys recall that part of the trailer?
I don't think so, mate.
Hannah got into the bunker. She
yeah. Actually, yes, I do remember. Yeah.
It's like with Pulp Fiction. We will never know. Oh no, we will. I'll find out. What's in the box? Don't forget the cables in the bunker. Oh no, the roots. Yeah, I want to find out what's going on there. Brad Pitt moment right. He's a great actor, to be fair. I like him. But it would be interesting if he does not continue with Hannah's story for next year, and it is someone new. Maybe it's the gentleman in the original trailer, the one that Hannah met in the school. Maybe we'll find out if it's we'll have one with him. Who knows? We'll have to see. Whatever it is, he's got good ideas, so we'll see what happens. There's quite a few things, though, that has been going on in the community. Quite a few posts, which I absolutely want to show off. Because they are fantastic. So, there was a short...
What did you shoot me?
That Fresh Spawn's made.
Yes.
Mod spotlights. I want to get all them up as well. Did have all this set up before, but yeah, it didn't work. And here, that boat, stop it. Oh yeah, boat. We'll get to that in a second. So,
yeah, interesting.
Fresh Spawns made a short a little bit of time ago, and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And I'm going to post it in chat for everybody to watch as well. Red Falcon Boat. We'll get to that. Just let us know when you guys got the video up.
It's up.
Lemons? Lemons? He's FLF and he's back on the coast. Okay, we'll just go on with that. Right, okay. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
Do you want me to throw you it?
Yeah. This is going to be tough. Is he swinging it
Ready?
out?
It's going to go by the door.
This is a very good throw.
Nicely done.
Look at that. Look at
I
that.
love that.
Why did
Look,
you shoot
watching
it?
it
coming-
again.
Do you want me to throw
Coming
you
under
it?
attack.
Yeah.
Grabs it. Bosh.
This is
See
going
you
to be
later.
tough. Is he swinging it out?
Ready? It's going to go by the door.
That is funny.
It is such a clean throw. You know, it would have been so funny if he didn't actually load the shotgun beforehand.
It'd have been even funnier if the other guy, the attacker, had picked it up and shot him.
Oh my god. That would have been absolutely hilarious.
That would have been funny, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would have been absolutely hilarious. God. But there's a couple of us, I think, my webcam on streams frozen. That's not a good sign. But we are back now.
Oh, let me refresh. And I need to get one of these starting soon animated screens.
They are pretty good, to be fair, actually.
You made them yourselves?
We no, they've been in here ages. Sawyer, shut up.
Sorry.
Cheeky shit, Sawyer. Lordy Lord. I don't know what happens. So we've been getting a bit of an issue with OBS lately. So just I don't know why it's happening. It is sauerkraut. Yes. But I don't care. Sauerkraut. It's alright. I'm joking. But OBS is having a bit of an issue in the past few weeks. I can't exactly find out exactly what it is. It is to do with the sources that we use for the webcams and Chrome and everything like that. Unplug. No. I'm sorry. But I really am sorry. I'm trying to get it fixed. But hopefully next week we'll get it rectified. I'm going to spend some time after the show and the weekend to figure out exactly what's going on. Appreciate the patience. Really, really do. But now that we're back, finally, hopefully it doesn't crash again. We'll say though, a good tradesman never blames his tools. Well, guess what? It's actually the tools. Ow.
So you just broken your radiator there.
I just broke something. No, but so DayZ Hub, going straight back into the content. DayZ Hub uploaded a couple pictures in our Discord as well as just the rip-off stream. No. So DayZ Hub uploaded a couple of images, and this is one of them, of the Yellow King. He's very well known in the community for creating artwork of like single characters and stuff like that, like this. One of the reasons why I like it is he actually uses my lighting overhaul mod for the lighting, and it is pretty darn cool. I really like it, and the attention to detail, the depth of lighting, the bloom, it is perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Very good.
And I'll post the Reddit page in the chat so you guys can check it out up and do what you guys do best. Some really cool. And like this, why the depth of field looking so clean? That's getting enough vote. Really, really awesome. Keep it up, DayZ Hub. Keep it up. And then, of course, the modding side, which, however, we've got to do a couple of modding spotlights. Rag Chicken Coop. Now, Rag Tyson is an awesome modder. He's done some really cool things in the past. He's well known for his vehicles. Rag Chicken Coop. Search for eggs and more. With this mod, you can search chicken coops in any map. You can find either eggs or you can get attacked by an angry rooster. Once you've found an egg, you can either eat it raw or boil it. It's more nutritious when boiled. During Christmas time, you can also find a gingerbread, which has just appeared there. It's quite a nice model there, actually. You can only search every 30 minutes in each chicken coop to avoid spamming. And credits to Hunters CZ for helping with the chicken attacking AI. And of course, the mod's not allowed to be monetized, repacked or re-uploaded. As long as it's not. And you can use it on your monetized service, not as part of the monetization process. That's fine. And you can join his Discord if you want any... if you have any questions or anything like that to ask him, go for it. 11 megabyte mod, and at least a gigabyte there. That's a lot of... That's a high quality textures right there. But I've got a lot of respect for Reg. He's done some really awesome things. And it's little mods like this I love. I really, really like. I don't know about you, Cobra and Lemons, but I love little mods like this. It's not game changing or anything like that. It's just a little thing. It's nice.
Yeah. No, quality of life changes like that are just like huge, you know, and they like this little teensy small little things like that could really have like huge ramifications in like the long term with the game.
Yeah.
And I think just in general, it's just awesome to be able to see that kind of stuff because I know a lot of people who like look for that stuff specifically will appreciate having that as like an option, you know, or having that as like a little feature that can be found, you know. But
yeah,
I don't know. What do you think, Cobra?
Yeah, I mean, mod wise, I always love to see the new things that are coming out, like that base attack alarm and all this kind of thing going on. Ice raid alarm. I think it's always nice to have a look at see what's going on. And I know that there's someone in chat who is desperate to show the next bloody one. But I've actually seen this. It is pretty cool, to be fair.
No, it is absolutely fantastic. It is a really, really awesome mod, and it is a video. I will have to make sure it is ready for viewing pleasure. Thankfully, there's no music or anything like that, so we can actually do that. I'll address that in a second. So we'll get that sorted out. So, Red Falcon watercraft prototype, sound and propeller particles. Why am I not sub to him on my lad account? I do not know, but now I am. I love this video.
There we go. That's one happy member in the channel. Sounds cool, innit?
It's really nice.
And I like the actual speed, real-time speed of it. It's very realistic, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Is this out yet? That I don't know. I don't believe so.
No, I think it's only in beta right now.
I love the sounds of it, and I do like the look of it.
Yeah, I think it's very cool. Very cool. When's it coming out, did they say?
Yeah, I'd love to know myself. If there's one criticism I have, and I know it's just a prototype, is that when it's full speed, the boat doesn't rock. It's very stable. Oh, there's another one. Motion of the Sea. When was this uploaded? 3 weeks ago. See, this level of detail I love. I really like the motion in the water is really nice. I just wish there would be something like that for when the boat is in motion. Like maybe the boat rocks slightly to the left and right as it's going ahead. Maybe if it's like certain weather parameters, so if the wind's extreme, then the boat's like a lot more rockier. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, I do like it. I like the fact that the character can interact with the dashboard as well, and it's not just get in and it starts kind of thing. So I do like that. That looks nice.
Yeah, Red Falcon has done some absolutely fantastic stuff. I'd love to pick his brains a lot more when there's more information for it comes out, and I'd love to try a server that actually has it on. That would be my objective for that: to get on a server, find a board, build it up, and just go. And go to Debug Island.
What does at the moment on that mod, does it require a battery that you must find?
I don't know.
Does it require any parts at all? That'd be interesting.
I would imagine it would. I'd hope it would, to be honest. There's no point in having a boat and it's like instantly built, you know?
Instantly already there to go, yeah. Because that would be the first gen of that boat, wouldn't it? So hopefully, well, yeah, actually. Let's see what he says in chat.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a fantastic mod. And the best thing about it, it's free. Completely free. It's great. Absolutely fantastic.
So I'm just catching up with these Streamlab mod bits on.
So am I.
I was just I normally use Nightbot actually, but
Petty Weddy. A lot of points for you, my guy. Before we do finish off for this week's episode, though, so obviously it's getting to that time, and we've had apparently our usual daily crash. Spotlights. What has been your spotlights of this week? I know we're talking about server spotlights and content creator spotlights, but like, what has been your spotlight for this week?
You gonna go first, Lemons?
Go on, Lemons.
No, you got this.
No,
You
Lemons.
go for it.
No, Lemons. You first.
No,
I'm gonna-
no. You can go for
Oh,
it.
go on then. Go on.
No.
Just
I will
someone go
say-
first.
I will say Ariana's event. There you go. I bet
Which
you were going
one?
to say that, lad, wouldn't you? There you go. No more needs to be said on that. There you go.
No, absolutely. I'm looking forward to the new one. It's going to be great, and the previous ones were absolutely fantastic. Lemons?
You can come back on that one. What about you, lad?
My spotlight is my brother for giving my charger back. No, that's it. The community. No, it's not. Yes, I am still making that joke every week. The event was awesome. One day it was too much for my team, though. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. My spotlight for this week. Really good one this week. I actually do want to say DayZ Hub. I've always been a fan of their images that they've posted, and I mean, as you guys saw, like the stuff that I used to do, I've got like a respect for that. That's kind of like my origins, I guess you could say, for the community. And it's always nice to see people who still do that as part of the community, like that's their thing. and they still do really, really awesome stuff. And it's like it's nothing like outlandish. It's nothing out there. It's the subtlety. They get the details they need right. The lighting perfect, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And I can't wait to see more stuff that they make.
Play.
That's my spotlight. So Lemons. Wait, did you say that? Yeah, did you say Lemons? Did you say yours?
Oh, true. Well, I guess for my spotlight, it's going to be Sauerkraut. Now, I believe he's still in chat right now, but Sauerkraut, for those who don't know, is a server hoster, and he's got a lot of really cool servers, like the Wolves of DayZ servers or the Wolves of insert map name here. But no, he's reached out and he let me know of a new server he's got in the works, and I won't spoil much yet because I'm not sure like how much I'm allowed to say, but I'm very, very, very excited to see what he's got in the works with that because he's already put in a lot of work into it. So can't wait to see it.
He's got a certain tenacity to him, doesn't he? He's just driven. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, it sounds interesting.
Hell yes, it does. Can't wait to see it, and I want to play it. When it's done, I want to play it.
And of course, the community. Can't leave that one out.
But before we do finish, I know I showcased these off a few weeks ago when I came back to the show after me break. Yeah, I'm getting a little Boydie. I'm literally my guy getting to it. My guy. Patience. Patience. So, a couple of the prizes that we're going to be giving out in the Christmas episode this year. I don't have them all, but they will do at some point, hopefully. Fingers crossed, we'll see. So, a couple of them were... one of them is the plaque that we commissioned earlier this year. We got 2. One of them is going to be for our good boy Sumrak. So we'll see how we can get that sorted out. DM me. And please answer my questions. I really need some help with some things. So we got one of these. They're both exactly the same. So you will get the same as what he gets. It's going to be really awesome to hand out. And they are lovely quality. Got a good weight to them. The attention to detail is fantastic. And I might get in touch with them, see if we can get some more. See if we can get some more done for other giveaways in the future. Maybe some key rings. That'll be quite interesting. And obviously, the main prize. I hate Boydie. I fucking hate holding this thing. I hate it. The last time I opened it was that particular episode. I don't want to ruin the box. So what you'll be getting is a box. Oh god, this is so fucking awkward. How did I do it last time? I don't remember.
You nearly dropped it last time, didn't you?
Oh shit, yeah I did, didn't I? And it's the good boy, Yellow King, and his fuzzy goodness. So we've got it here. Got the axe. The attention to detail in this figure is absolutely phenomenal. I've not touched it. I think this is the second or third time I've opened the box since getting it. So it's going to be really preserved.
Plus, you get lad's fingerprints with it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have my DNA. Yeah, you're gonna... yeah.
Oh,
Totally,
I don't know about the DNA stuff.
Oh god, Jesus. I don't know, but yeah. Clone lad, don't. That's a lot of issues right there. You don't want. I want it so bad, mate. So do I. I've got it in my possession. I wish I could keep it, but it's going to you guys. It's going to you. Yeah, hello, Deirdre. But yeah, it's again fantastic model. It's a really great figure, I should say. lovely attention to detail. Petty has done some fantastic work on it. Really, really do appreciate him for letting us have this as a prize for the Christmas episode this year. So please watch the shows, get involved in the community, get those points in. It'll be absolutely worth it, and I can't wait to for nobody to win so I can keep this. No, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really awesome. But now you're going to go back away, aren't you, Yellow? My good kingy boy. You're gonna go back in a safe place, yeah? The ground 6 feet under because Hannah killed you. Hashtag change my mind. But as you can see there as well, there's Windstrive's clothing pack item, Pettywood's Yellow King figurine, the Mouse custom plaque, prestigious custom DayZ themed Medipen set in the protector case, as well as the Bobson the Mouse record, which will be coming sometime after the new year. I'm getting one personally, so when more information comes out on that, we'll let you know whoever wins. But with that, Cobra, Lemons, thank you very so much for coming back onto the show. I really do appreciate it, and especially yourself, Cobra, considering your webcam decided to F11. So I really do appreciate that.
Yeah.
And Lemons, again, I really do appreciate you coming on the show. I know you've been really busy lately, so really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
100%, man.
Love you guys. Right, we shall be back. Actually, we did a poll recently, both on YouTube and here, for times of the show. Let's see if I can get the poll again. Was it podcast questions? Yes. What time do you wish the podcast to be streamed live for everyone? Due to personal commitments, like I cannot do Saturdays or Sundays, so we're just trying to find out what time you prefer. And it seems to be pretty split on Friday in 8 and 9. So, great.
Same as it is.
Yes, democracy. So we're going to be most likely continuing them at 9 o'clock. And it crashes to, yeah. No, we're not joking, Foxy. I'm trying to fix it. I'm sorry, but trying to get it sorted out. But we will most likely continue to start at 9. If that plan changes from now till next Friday, we will let you know in the Discord and in the Twitter. Stay tuned. We'll keep you guys up to date. We're going to be trying a lot more different things to try and keep things up to date. But finally, with that, Cobra, Lemons, you take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye for now.
Yeah, cool. All the best, guys.
Take care yourselves. I'll see
Take
you
care.
Take it easy. Bye.
Bye bye.